Probably fucking sideways. Yeah. It's telling me to rotate, so let's do it. I'm using my phone, so. What is up, everybody? Trying to do this because, well, I'll tell you. My freaking laptop is being kind of stupid right now, so. It's been buffering a lot when I'm doing live streams and all that. Hey, Jennifer Vatsa, what's up? Good to see ya. Sorry, I'm a little had a source at the moment. I had to go through a lot of rigmarole just to get this going because it's a phone deal and not a laptop deal. But I don't even need this now since I can see the chat. But I wanted to talk about this very, very important day that we had, this very important night that we have upon us here. It's 11/11/2021, and what is coming with that energy? Kind of some convoluted type of energy, actually. And that is really what I wanted to get into primarily on this stream. I do have another premiere that's going to be broadcasting tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern. So after this live stream, chill for a while. And if you want to come on back, because we're going to have the premiere of EA Coetting Unmasked. Episode 2, part 2. But looking forward to that, and I hope that you can all join us. And before I get into the 11/11 thing, talking about just crazy things that are going on right now. I mean, there's obviously a ton of crazy things that are going on in the world right now. A lot of things that surround occult topics, and it does seem that the hammer is kind of coming down on it a little bit, and I hope that does not mean trouble for all of us, but it could, it very well could. I mean, we don't know what's going to happen a year from now, let alone 5 years from now, especially if that kind of thing were to continue. What would that mean for me? What would that mean for you? And that's why I just really think it's important that we support the people that we care about. EA Coetting is going through a lot of things right now. And if he's ever meant anything to you, ever at all, I think that you need to support him during these difficult times. And that goes for, anybody in the occult right now. There's a calling for everybody to step up to the plate and to add value wherever you can personally add value. Some people will hear the words when they hear them and accept it. Some people may turn a blind eye to your message, but that doesn't matter. It really doesn't. I mean, if whatever your message is, if it's received by one person and it makes a change within them for a positive change within them, then it's worth it, right? So this is definitely the time for you to get out of your comfort zone and just step out of that box that you're putting yourself in. This 11/11 energy, as I said before, it's convoluted, and let me explain why it's convoluted. This 11/11 energy, there are going to be portals of reality, portals of opportunity based on what course you want to set for your life, and just set it with your intention before you go to sleep tonight. And you will wake up in a different reality system altogether, or a different path of reality, a different road, a different path, the one that's right for you. And that is really what you need to set your intention for before you go to bed tonight. If you want to pump it up, put it into a full-fledged ritual. But there is an opportunity here for people to set a new course, if that's what you want to do. If you want to improve the current course that you're on, you can do that. If you want to destroy the current course that you're on, you can do that too. It's all up to you. But this energy here is really calling you back to yourself, calling you back within, calling you back to redefine and rediscover who you actually are, what this world means to you, what your spiritual practice means to you. And when I say what it means to you, I mean that exactly. Not what it means to everybody else in the world. Not what it means to anybody else. Even if it's somebody that, like your brother or your sister, that you hold their opinion in high regard. It doesn't matter what they think. Because everybody's spiritual path is a very, very personal thing. It's a very private thing in many ways. And there's really nobody that can tell you what is right or what is wrong for you. Only you know that, but you have to go within in order to you have to be seeking these answers in order to find them. And if you're looking for answers from everybody that you surround yourself with, you're going to create this enmeshment to where your thoughts are not going to be your own thoughts. You're not going to be able to be your own person. You're going to be, greatly influenced by the other people around you in this enmeshment that you have created if you're not spending enough time alone. If you're not spending enough time by yourself with your own thoughts, that introspection, you have to do it. You have to go within and you have to spend time by yourself. Because if you don't, you're going to miss all the messages that these spirits are sending to you. The spirits are speaking to you all the time, every day. But the world is so crazy. There's so much stimulus everywhere. The TV, the computer, the phone, the texting, work, kids, relationships, all this shit is just da 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 da. You got to get away from it sometimes. You got to have time for yourself, to take care of yourself. The self has got to be number one. Because if it's not, if you don't put yourself first, you're no good for anybody else. If you're wondering why the spirits aren't speaking to you, if they've gone quiet, what are you spending your time doing? Are you spending your time in crazy physical world reality stimuli all the time? Are you allowing other people's opinions of things to affect how your worldview is on it? That will happen if you do not take conscious ownership of your life and who you are, and not allow other people to take all of your time and attention. People are deserving of that, yes, but you are deserving of having your own time too, to be able to do the things that nourish your soul, to do the self-care that you need to do to be a healthy person, to be a better person for the people that you love and care about. Is very important that you spend time alone. It's very important that you have these times of that introspection where you can really reflect, where you can quiet your mind and allow the spirits to speak to you and allow the spirits to speak through you. And if you don't do that, it's going to be very difficult. So making sure you're going within, making sure that you're spending some time alone. But here's where it gets convoluted, okay? Because not only is this 1111 energy a calling to go within, but it's also a calling to reconnect with your family, your friends, your loved ones. Maybe it's somebody that you haven't talked to in 10 years. Maybe it's somebody that you haven't seen in, a family member, and you don't know how long, and you've been thinking about them. You've been thinking about them all the time. You've been putting it off. You have to heal your trauma. You have to do it. You don't have a choice but to do it. You've got to go all in on this. You have to get uncomfortable, and you have to make amends with the people that mean something to you. If you haven't seen them in a long time, they just need to be around your energy, and you can be so healing for a lot of these people. but they can be so healing for you too. And it doesn't even matter if when you see them, if you don't get along, but you just have to like reconcile differences. Reconcile differences. Like it's, so it's a calling for you to also, after you've gone within, to get out of your shell and to give back and to give of yourself to others. You can't allow things to go on for years and years and years and years because you're holding a grudge, because you're mad, because they hurt you, and you're pissed and you're hurt. And so you don't talk to them, you hold off on it because you want to hurt them too. And you just think you're hurting them, but you're hurting yourself. You got to liberate yourself. You got to free yourself from this shit. And this energy, this 1111 energy is also a calling for that. So think about the things in your life. What do I need to do? Who do I need to reconcile with? Who that I care about, could I make a difference in their life? And you will be amazed at some of the most unlikely people and unlikely sources that could make such a huge impact and difference in your life right now if you would just reach out. If you would just reach out and say, hey, reach out and say hi. Reach out and say, we haven't talked in a long time, but I think about you every day and I love you. And it's very, very, very important to do this right now. You might be saying, I will never do it. Fuck you, JD. Those people hurt me and da-da-da-da-da. And they don't deserve my time and attention. Maybe they don't. But this is not really for them. This is for you. This is something that you need to do for yourself. And I'm sure that a lot of people are understanding what I'm talking about right now. I can almost guarantee you that you do, because I'm telling you, I feel you guys. I know what you're going through. And usually I'm going through a lot of the same shit. Usually like the whole world is, And you wonder why that is. Why is that? Because we're all one. Because we're all the same energy. Because you're me and I'm you, right? There's going to always be many parallels, and it's so freaking crazy when you really get into it like that, because man, you look into your children's eyes and you can see yourself. I can look into my father's eyes and see myself, and it's so crazy. But even in friends, even in total strangers, I can look at them and see me. And it's just so crazy to think that we would be having these different experiences. And yeah, while we do, a lot of it has so much commonality. There's always so many similarities and things that are going on. And yeah, I mean, it's all typical world, regular life bullshit. But at the same time, there are amazing things happening on a spiritual level in our lives every day. Your magic is manifesting things in your life that is freaking incredible, right? Oh man, I mean, sorry, besides magic, aside of magic, what does it take to manifest things in this world? Aside of magic, strong connections, networking. Strong connections in this world will freaking pay dividends to you in your life, man. But you know what you got to do to get that? You have to be willing to look at people and smile and shake their hand and say, hey man, how are you? My name is JD. What's your name? What's up? Don't be afraid to go out there and talk to people, your neighbors, the people that live around you, the people in your community that could support you. It's very, very important to connect with these people. Maybe if you already know them and they're not, they're bad news, stay away from them. But the more connections you make with people around you in your community, you will be surprised at what will come to you. When you need something, hey, I know a guy, I know a dude. Oh, you need this? Oh shit, hey man, fuck yeah, I'll help you out. That wouldn't have happened if I wouldn't have been a friendly, nice guy and wanted to reach out and connect with them. That network is important. We have all isolated ourselves and put ourselves like all fucking like all alone, you know, in these little houses by ourselves when we should be with a tribe, kicking ass and taking names and like making great lives. But instead, we want to fucking struggle in our own little box and not talk to anybody else and be like, everybody else is evil, everybody else has ill will and fucked up agendas against me and shit. No, they don't. There are still plenty of amazing people out here in this world, just like you, just like me. And all you have to do is talk to them, dude. You know? I mean, like, and it's not all about what they can do for you. It's about what you can do for them too. Because like, that's that symbiotic relationship that makes the world go round, that makes every fucking thing work. You're never going to do it all on your own, dude. You're never going to do it all on your own. You know, you've got to take like, you know, some of the people that have come before you's life experience, you know, take these suggestions. Take the criticisms even. The criticisms are some of the most important things that are going to help you to grow. So you got to be able to take that criticism. But this is an energy right now that is like, it is powerful and it is strong. And this is an opportunity for a lot of people to make some radical changes in their life right here, right now, if that's what you want to do. You can continue to coast like you have been if you want and just be like, and nothing will change if that's what you want to do. But we're all magical people here, right? So this is an opportunity to take advantage of. This is an opportunity to really say, hey, like, wow, okay, I have this, I have these portals that are opening. I have these portals of opportunity that are going to be right here for me, and I can step through that and into a whole different reality, a whole different path. But what else does that mean? Sometimes it means letting things go. And that's okay too, if that's what has to happen. Sometimes it's going to be reconciling things. There's going to be new relationships. The letting go is the hardest part. Sometimes that is necessary. Sometimes it has to happen. So there's a whole lot that is like involved in this energy. And like I said, it's convoluted because like while it's calling you back to yourself, it's also pulling you out of yourself. So it's kind of a crazy thing. But I'm sure you kind of get the gist of it and kind of understand where I'm coming from on that a little. And I've been feeling this calling. I've been feeling this pull, and you know, I want to give some props to my boy, JS Garrett. I love you, JS. What's up, Rurik? Love you too, brah. He gave me a huge gift here recently. He did a right identification for me about a week ago, and it was fucking amazing, dude. I don't know if you can kind of tell the difference in me or not from just even like a week ago or 2 weeks ago, whatever it's been since I've been on. But you know, that's the thing about like a lot of this ritual work, man. It's like it's not all about like how you feel afterwards. If you're like feeling like this and that and like I'm on drugs and blah blah blah, you know. It's not all about that. It's not always going to be this huge fanfare of like crazy manifestation of physical things. A change in attitude, a change in perception, that is powerful. That is really, really powerful. And isn't that, after all, what we're doing in many cases with spell work and magic is changing perception. And your perception is everything, because like you can perceive the world to be dark and ugly, and the world is going to be dark and ugly. Or you can perceive the world to be bright and beautiful, and it will become bright and beautiful. Why is that? Because you control it. because you control it. And even though I know that, I let it run a train on my fucking ass sometimes. I let reality run a fucking train on me. How dare I would ever let that happen, right? None of us should ever let that happen. We know better, right? We fucking know better. Like, but yet, like, I don't know about you, but I still tend to do it. I try my best to like get out of that as much as possible. But I just wanted to say that, like, thank you, JS, because that ritual really, it helped pull me out of that hole, and it kind of gave me like, I mean, well, it did. It gave me a new perception of my reality. It was very powerful and very much needed, and I feel like I had myself back for like the first time like ever. Like, you know, it's like, you know, his ritual had a lot to do with that. So, you know, what else do I have to say about this energy? You know, I don't know. I don't know. I think I kind of like have probably gotten my point across and like ran it out or worn it out a little bit. But yeah, that's what's going on. Another thing I wanted to talk about real quick too, and this is something that I don't know how to say it. Like, just the, you know, the community's gotten crazy. You guys all know this, you know. And I want to say, like, when I say the community, I should be like the community, because it is all a bunch of witch hunts that are going on amongst everybody and their like own people. It's fucking crazy. We're trying to destroy each other now instead of other people trying to destroy us. We're destroying each other. What the fuck is going on? Hello, what the fuck are you guys doing? Stop the bullshit. Like, just stop. Just stop it. Live your life, mind your business, and live your life. And leave the real past and the fake fucking past of shit that never even happened in the first fucking place in the fucking past, dude. Or in the fucking reality that you have created in your own mind that only exists there. What I mean by that is just anything that you hear, take it with a grain of salt. Don't jump to conclusions, and don't be quick to judge, you know, because there are so many things swirling around right now. There are so many energies that are like wanting to take people down and put them down. And you're going to see some people's true colors through this, man. You know, some of the people that are pushing that shit the hardest are the ones that are going to be exposed the fucking most. And that is the fucking truth, and it's coming. So, you know, you do what you want to do, but it's fucking, yeah. So, you know, I'm just saying, I just want to put that out there. You know, 2021 is not over, and 2021 is the fucking year where it's all going to come out. And it is, but there's a lot of bullshit out there, too. There's a lot of misinformation out there, too. There's a ton of misinformation out there right now. So you have to have and use your discernment. That is very important right now, is discernment. You know a fucking bullshitting motherfucker when you see it. You know a lying bitch when you fucking see it. Okay? How does it make you feel? How does it hit you in your solar plexus when you hear it and you see it? That is the gauge that you need to use when you see shit like this. As soon as you see it, what are you feeling here? What is your soul saying to you? That is what you have to like listen to, your soul speaking to you, because it's going to let you know when things aren't right. It's also going to let you know when things are right. But it's very important for you to know when things are not. Because you can be missing all the fucking clues and the cues. You know? But I just don't like to see people's characters being assassinated. I don't like to see the rumor mills. I don't like the drama. I don't give a fuck about it, and you're never going to hear me talking about it. Except for, I just felt like it was important for me to discuss this now because it's just getting ridiculous, you know? And what is it all, what does it all come down to? What's it all about? Why are people pitting themselves against each other in this community? Why do you think it is? It's all about money. It's all about money. There's a very limited ocean out there of people to market to, and all of us sorcerers want to sell to you. We all want to help you. Well, the ones with the right intentions want to help you and will help you, and they'll deliver a great service to you that should yield amazing results. There's plenty of other people out here, though, that can't do that, and they want to tear the other ones down so they can get your money and get your business. And that is what it's all about, is money. It's all about money, baby. And they're going to fucking do anything they can to push people, competition out of the way. Because then where else are you going to go? You know what I mean? So, like, don't be fooled by what is happening, because I can guarantee you, at the end of the day, it's all about clout, it's all about money, it's all about fame, it's all about being on the top pedestal, echelon of this shit, and I'm the best, and blah, 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 blah. Like, that's what it's about. So, be careful of the rumor mills and all that shit, because the ones starting all of that are the ones that are just after your money. Don't give it to them. Don't give them the time of day. But that's what my thoughts are on that. So, yeah, so what have I been doing with this 1111 energy myself? It's been coming on closer, I'm getting to today. This energy's been with us for at least, it's usually, a good 3 or 4 days, maybe even a week before you can already feel that energy building. And then it will still be with us for 2 or 3 days after today too. But today it's kind of like a culmination. But I had to do things that, man, I've been meaning to do forever. Such a huge, like, internal need to patch things up with the people that mean something to me in my life. Like, I for the first time in like 6 years, I talked to my dad on the phone, and just for the first time tonight, I went and had dinner with him and sat down at a table with him for the first time in like 15 years. And it was fucking amazing. And I've been putting that shit off because I was trying to hurt him because he hurt me. And I knew that every day that went by, year after year, that I didn't call him and I didn't see him. And he drives a truck, and I know he's just like sitting there driving, thinking about this shit. And I knew every day that I didn't call him, that I was hurting him. And I let it go on for years and years and years and years. And I finally have realized that, like, I wasn't hurting him. Well, I was, but I was hurting myself even more through trying to hurt him for hurting me, and like, fuck that, man. You've got to let it go. Life is too short. Life is too short, man. Half of my life is gone already. My dad, most of his life is gone already, and I could have, like, never done that. I could have, like, fucking been like, fuck you, dude. I refuse to ever give you the satisfaction because you hurt me so fucking bad. But what is that going to do? That's going to build a fucking monster inside of me, which it did, that began to destroy me from the inside out, like a fucking cancer. Like literally, like, everything that I was trying to do to my father was happening to me too. Like, I was hurting myself just as much as I was trying to hurt him. And like, it's it's disgusting, you know, but I had to admit it to him. I told him, I was like, yeah, Dad, I haven't called you in 6 years because I wanted you to fucking hurt. And he was like, cuss me out, kick my ass, do whatever you gotta fucking do, son. And I was like, I don't want to do that, dude. I fucking love you so much, and I have missed you every single day, you know, since I was 12 or 14 years old, you know, and like, I'm mad at you because you left me in this world all alone, in this fucked up world, all fucking alone. But I did it, dude. I did it, man. Like, it's all good, but I had to let him know how bad he fucking hurt me. Like, you know, that's something that you can't hold on to this shit. You have got to let it out. And I know that it is bubbling up in a lot of you right now. A lot of you are probably ready to fucking explode and to let it out. Let it out. You've got to purge it. You got to let it out, dude. Whatever you got to do to let it out. If you need to call your mom and say, Mom, what the fuck? How could you have done this to me? And I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be mad at you right now, but I have to do this. I have to. I have to tell you how I feel. I've got to do it. So get ready, because here it comes. And just speak what's on your heart, what's on your mind, whatever it is. And I promise you that, like, they'll be able to take it and they'll respect you for it. And then you'll be able to move past it, and you'll be able to heal from it, and you'll be able to leave that shit in the past where it belongs. Because it's over, dude. It's dust. It's dust. The only thing that matters is this moment right here, right now. And the moments that you're going to have tomorrow and the next day. Like, the present moment is where you have got to try to stay if you possibly can. And it's hard. I know it's hard. I was constantly living in the past every day, and it was killing me. It was killing me. The guilt, the shame, the just everything that I have done in my life where I have fucked up and I've let people that I love down. And I've hurt my fucking daughters again and again and again by not being there for them. And that's everything, man. Like, if you're a parent, then, like, when that happens, then, like, that's it, dude. That is your main priority. That better fucking be your main priority for the rest of your fucking life until you're dead. Okay? If you bring another life into this fucking world, that's your baby. That's your baby. And you have a major responsibility. And they didn't ask for this. They didn't ask to be brought here and discarded by you. Right? No. They didn't ask to be here in the first place, so you better not discard them. You better love them with your whole heart and all of yourself. Like, you better. You're going to regret it if you don't. It'll fucking put you in an early grave if you don't. But anyway, so I did that, called my mom, I did that same thing with her, had some talks about God and Christianity and shit, and like, and that was interesting, you know, because, you know, I had the whole conversation with my mom where I was like, you know, she's always talking about God and God and God and Jesus, and like, I don't hate on Jesus. I think Jesus is an awesome fucking, you know, ascended master magician, right? Amazing. Like, you know, there's no reason to hate on Jesus. There's a reason to hate on what the Christian church has done to his message, perverted the fuck out of it, you know. That's a whole different thing. But anyway, you know, they're just so on that, you know, that is the way, the truth, and the light. The one truth in this whole entire world. And I said, how could that be? How could that be? There are more Hindus, more Muslims, you know, like more Buddhists probably than there are Christians, I'm sure. How can you be right and all of them wrong? What happens to all of those people? Tell me. How are you so fucking special that your one God is the only true one and everybody else in this world is wrong? Why are you that special that you get to hear that message, but there are like 80% of the population of this world that will never even have the opportunity to hear the message? So like, what does that mean? You know, I just think it's crazy. Like it's insane to think that like you have the one and only truth in this entire world, and that like out of the thousands of years of existence we've been around, that like everything else in this world is false, but there is one, you know? And like, it just blows my mind. And like, you know, I would hate to shatter my parents' worldview on their religion because it's everything to them. And you know, and you know, in all fairness, it works for them. It works for them. They are very successful. I mean, they're millionaires. I mean, they are the most amazing business people. Very sweet, very kind, and people, you know, like they're good to people, and they're good people, you know. But like, it's you know, and I guess they can believe that their way is the only right way because that's what works for them. I'm not saying that like my way that I do things is like the only right way. I know there is a ton of truth out there. I know there is truth in everything out there. There are semblance of truth in every religion and every, you know, spiritual practice. There's truth in it all. But is there one truth? Is there one and only truth? No, there's just no way. There's no way. You know, and it's just like, I'm asking them then, I'm like, okay, well then, if Jesus and your God is so awesome, then like, why have they never come to me? Why have they never shown themselves to me when I have tried, and I did try forever? But then I get into practical spirituality and I call upon Lucifer, and there he is. Just like that. In a major way, and not just a subtle way, a major way. Why is that? You know, and I think that it all goes back to, and all boils down to where you're at in your ascension, where you're at in your incarnations, what lessons you have to learn. We're all going to have different experiences. We're all going to have different points of view. We all have, you know, so much to do on this earthly plane before we move on to the next planet or wherever Spirit will take us when we go. But yeah, I think that's kind of like the gist of everything that I wanted to talk about. If there's anything that you guys want to talk about, hit me up on the chat there. You can give me a super chat too. I'll definitely talk to you. Love that money. But anyway, what's up, everybody? I want to say hi to everybody. I'm using my phone, so it's really small. The chat's small, so I can kind of see. All right. Cool. What? Oh. Dice Controller 187. What up, Dice Controller? What up, Deja? What's up, Andrew? What up, John Doe? What's up, Nina? And the chat has disappeared again. When it comes back, I can see who else is here. But when you're using your phone, the chat will go up for a minute, then it disappears. Now it's back. Orange Moon Sabat. And I think Alicia's here too. What's up, Alicia Franco? What's up? Dan Best. What up, Dan? And thank you, Nina and Dan, both for the freaking moderation. And I think Lisa is here too. I saw her earlier, I think, and she's a moderator too. And thank you for holding it down. What's up, Astarte Astaroth? Friar Pestle. What up, Bo? What's up, dude? Hope you're having a great day. Hey, Lisa. What's up? What's up, Mer Gypsy? Haven't seen you in a while. How are you? I love all you guys too. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, how did Lucifer communicate? What's up, General? All right, so with Lucifer, man, like, man, it's very. I've had a lot of like very physical visuals with him. I have seen him as a child. I have also seen him as a grand illuminated angel that was a iridescent blue. Oh, I got a super chat, $5 super chat. Conundrum, what is it, 9087? Can't get over my regret in not accomplishing enough in your 20s. I really struggle with regret in general. Yeah, I understand, man. Um, you gotta let it go, though, dude. Don't live with the regret. Like, accept what is and decide to do better now. Like, you gotta accept what it is and make the decision to start doing better. And that's gonna take care of it, man. You know? Don't live with regret. It's okay. Worry about the here and the now. You can make a change right here, right now. You can leave that regret in the past and you can build your future starting now. Just let it go. It's okay. It's all right. But with Lucifer, I would have, man, just amazing experiences where, like, okay, so he would almost induce like a trance state or get me into that theta. He would almost induce like a theta gamma sync, like automatically. Like I could just be sitting on the sofa and like go into that state of mind without even trying to. It was like he would induce it, like I said. And within those states, he would reveal himself to me. And here's one of the big things I wanted to talk about too regarding Lucifer, and one of the most important pieces of information that he ever laid on me. I have a video that's like 2 years old. This happened like 2 years ago, where that's when I saw him in this iridescent blue angel. I mean, it was so magnificent. And the title of that video was called "You Are Being Controlled." And he had a very, very important message for me regarding that. And his message was this, and I think it applies so much today, especially in these days of fucking pandemic and shit, where people are having to stay in their house. Thank you, Eden Garden, for that $10 super chat. Thank you. Yes, Eden Garden. I'm definitely going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about everything, like as far as like how I'm feeling and that, there's some things I always have to keep to myself, but I will share a lot with you. What up, Joseph Nunn, Behemoth X? What's up, brother? Check out his channel too. And Nina's too. Don't forget Nina's channel. Nina's freaking kicking ass with those readings lately. Like, awesome, dude. Awesome. Coming into your own like a motherfucker. Love to see it. But anyway, I want to get back to the topic. So he was trying to show me like what is happening on this realm with in regards to human beings and outside entities. I'm going to call them outside entities because I'm talking about spirits in general, angels, demons, aliens, extraterrestrial energies, consciousness, which it's all intermeshed and intermingled as far as I'm concerned. But the message was this. He showed me that, the true you, your true self, your higher self, if you want to call it that, is a consciousness. That consciousness is in the universe somewhere. It's not here on this earth because you're just, this what you see here is an avatar. This is not JD. This is JD's avatar for this incarnation. It's not half bad. pretty happy with it. I'm happy with it for now. It's breaking down a little bit, but I'm happy with it. Anyway, he showed me a tether, and you've heard this before. That there's a tether that's like attached to like between your physical body and your spirit or your astral body. But this was even more than that. This was a tether that basically attached our actual consciousness to the avatar, and your higher self it's like playing a video game, like it's like playing Sims. Basically, it's Sims, and JD is controlling JD here, but JD's not really here. JD's up there somewhere, and there is an invisible connection. Okay, and that connection, the stronger that connection is, the brighter that core, that connection burns. And entities will see this, and they will harpoon it. They will stick a spear into your connection and try to hijack your connection with your higher self. And they want to take over. It's like a parasite, basically. They want to control you and take away your free will. But thank you, Mark West, for that $5 super chat. I'm going to have to come back and see what you're talking about. Give me 1 second, and I'm going to come back to that. Maybe you might have to ask me again if I can't scroll down, but I'll get it, okay? So these entities, these parasites, they want, thank you, Starter B. Corsi. They want to control you. They want to basically take over and control this avatar. And the way they do that, once they harpoon into your cord, the next thing they want to do is keep you, what Lucifer called, in your cage. They want to keep you in your house and in your bed specifically. They want you to be depressed. They don't want you to go outside. They want to keep you at your lowest point in your cage so they can consistently continue to drain you. Because for whatever reason, the place where you sleep is the place where you can be drained the most. I don't know why. That's what he's talking about. And that's where they want to keep you. And if you can't get out of the bed, and if you can't get out of the sofa, if you can't get out of your house, that's what's going on. Your connection's been harpooned, your connection's been hijacked. You don't have a solid connection to who you truly are. And you're not calling the shots, brother. Your free will is kind of diminished, dude. So what's up, Rocio Lopez? What's up, Andrew? What's up, Aya Justice? Thank you, Stars 11 Friends, for the super chat. Thank you so much. And Mr. West, I'm going to get back to your question soon too. But it kind of really makes sense, man, doesn't it? When you look at like what's happened with the whole pandemic, and I'm telling you, go back 2 years in my thing here and watch the video called "You're Being Controlled," and I'm talking about that's what this video was about. Look what's happening in the world now. Like, it makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Like, what can we do to like tap into these people fully? What can we do to really, really get them? Keep them in their cage. Keep them in their cage, baby. And that's what's been happening to all of us, dude. So, what do you do to remedy this? You can do some cleansing, of course. But it's really going to be about major self-care, and like breaking the chains and getting out of the spell that you're under. And you have to just take decisive action to get yourself moving, to get back in the world, do whatever you have to do. You gotta get sleep, so you're gonna have to get some sleep, okay? But not, 4 to 6 hours, okay? I can sleep 8 to 12. I can sleep 12 easy when I'm really depressed. I can sleep 18. That's not good, dude. If you're doing that, you're not in control, you're being drained. And you have to freaking just take the steps If somebody has to drag you down the street or do whatever they got to do to get you out of your cage, that's what has to happen. You got to do it. It's not that hard, but it is hard until you can actually do it. But then you will begin to see that, like, your thoughts, your own thoughts are going to be yours again. That energy that you haven't had in years is coming back. Your outlook is much more optimistic. You're taking better care of yourself now. You actually are beginning to maybe even love yourself a little bit. These are all things that type of like harpooning of your connection will take away from you. And that is one thing that Lucifer showed me. So that's a one thing. And I think John West had a super chat question for me about 1111, and I wanted to jump in on that and answer those questions. If he had it, if you can like ask me again or type it. You have to give me another super chat, but just type it in the chat and I can see it, because I don't have any chat up right now, but maybe in a second it will. I don't want to miss out on your question, brother. Maybe I can look at the chat on my laptop. Let's try that. Got that old school Dell Latitude E5540, son. That shit's fucking dope. All right. What time is it? 9 o'clock. And we got a premiere coming out in an hour from now, so we're not going to be staying too long. But oh, Lisa. Aw. Thank you, Lisa, for that 1111 super chat. That is certainly proper for the occasion. So thank you. Love you too. Hell yeah. Okay, Mark West, here's your question. And I'll miss it again. Hold on, brother. Let me get in here. Okay, hold on. Okay. Horace told me, carry with you the lamps of love and light, for they are 2, but the 2 are 11. Any ideas on what that means? Ooh, so like 11 is kind of like a master power number in the occult. 11 is very, very, very powerful, very transformative, very magical number. So, and I think too, that's like with the 2 and the 11, you have 2, but then it can kind of split, but it is still 1. But I think with the 11, like, it's a master number. It's a very powerful number. I was born on the 11th of April, and so that's always been like a very, very important number for me, just because of that. Anyway, let me see if I can get this chat up on the computer here. Oh, here it is. Ooh, okay. Oh, wow. I can see myself. Yeah, there you go. Astarte, Astaroth. If you break it down numerologically, the 11 is 1 + 1 = 2. Right on. Right on. So, I think I got to John's question, I believe. I'm going to like my own video while I'm here. Everybody does it, so don't judge me for that. But I just did it. I did it. But anyways, before I run, is there anything else anybody wants to freaking get off their chest? Is there anything anybody wants to ask me or anything? I'm here for you. Thank you, Lisa. Yeah, y'all better like this video. Just kidding. Oh man, what are my thoughts on the Astroworld murders? Man, well, mean, there certainly could be more at play there. Wait, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Sorry. Hold that thought, because it looks like I missed somebody else's question and they reposted it or something. I don't want to miss anything that, so I might have to ask again. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll start the Astroth. Okay, yeah, give me 1 second. Okay, but on the Astro World concert tragedy, I mean, there could have certainly been something to it. There's always much bigger things at play, especially when it comes to these major stars, especially in the music industry, these things are prevalent. A lot of this like New World Order, Illuminati type of control and domination and influence. It's in the movies, of course, but it's very, very prominent in the music industry. And who, did all right, let me say this. The only people that would really know if there was really anything going on with that would be the puppet master themselves. Did Travis West know, or that is his name, Travis West, or Travis whatever, or Scott, or whatever, Travis Scott, is that his name, Travis Scott, or whatever his name is. Do I think, I am Vice Controller. I'm just having a beer, brother. I had one beer. But, do I think that he knew anything about it? No. I think he was just there putting on the best show that he could. And they let too many people in, and things got crazy, and they couldn't handle it. But was it by design from, a higher authority, the highest authority? Maybe. Could it have been actually a whole big crazy ritual? Maybe. Do I think that the actual entertainers themselves are cognizant or aware of it? No, I don't. I think that they know that there's a very powerful influence over them, and it is basically calling the shots and dictating what they do and what their message is and what their music is about. And is he really his own dude anymore? No, he's being controlled. But does he even know what's happening? No, he doesn't know what's happening. And then what's fucked up is he's the one that's going to get in trouble for it, and he doesn't even know what he's doing. He's just trying to do his thing. And that's unfortunate, and that's man, in today's world, there's so much information out there. You can get anything that you want and answers to every question that you could ever have. And people are asking these questions. People are wanting to know this, that, and the other. And information is information, and it's like anything else. It depends on how you use it. It's a tool. You can use a knife to make a nice meal, or you can use a knife to brutally murder someone. It just depends on how you utilize it. It depends on the wielder of the information and the power, and it's all up to the individual. And we have put everything out there. There's everything you could ever want to know is out there in this world. And I don't think that you can really hold anybody responsible for how somebody else utilizes that information, whether, because usually it's going to be perverted and they're going to do some fucked up shit with it. I mean, that's on them. There's nobody holding a gun to anybody's head and making them do anything. We all have our own free will. And if these kind of things continue, what's going to happen? Everything's going to be regulated. There's not going to be any freedom of speech. You're not going to be able to speak your mind. You're not going to be able to find out a lot of this occulted information. because it's going to go away again. It's going to go back into the dark hollows or recesses of fucking history, dude. And like, where are you going to get it then? Like, we have to be reasonable here. Okay? Like, with this information becomes there does come a certain level of responsibility, but like, it really comes down to like what you do with it. Like, what are you going to do with it? And like, just because one person misuses it, are you really going to let it run it for everybody else in the world? Just because one person does some stupid shit, because of one bad apple, because of one person that was probably not right to begin with, like, that's insane. I mean, you can all see where this is going. And if you don't think it couldn't be by design, then you could be, I would say you're crazy too. Who knows what that really is all about? That could be some MK Ultra shit right there, for all we know. That could have been a whole stage thing just to bring some things down so that information can go back in the vault. Who knows? We don't know. But I will tell you one thing. EA, Timothy, Bog ain't got nothing to do with that shit. They ain't got nothing to do with it. Not a damn thing to do with it at all. I mean, they don't. It's crazy. It's crazy. So, yeah, that too starts. Yep. Newspapers and journalists making money. Anything that's sensationalized. I mean, look at it, man. I mean, we're in some crazy times right now. Like, the things that we're doing, the radical changes that we're all making in our own lives and in the world at large. You don't think that the world hasn't taken notice of that. There's always going to be like a crazy power struggles and different power dynamics. And, for a while, I mean, I had really gotten away from like, giving a shit about power. I was like, God, I'm getting so sick of being like, gotta have this power, and I started to kind of look at it in a perverted way, and I was like, I don't need power, but it's like, no, well, you do. In this world today, you do. Because if you don't embrace your own personal power, then you're going to get trampled. You're going to get trampled. You're going to be binded. You're going to be enslaved. You're going to be told what to think and how to think and what to say and where to say it and how you can say it. And there's going to be repercussions if you don't follow the rules. That's not freedom. And we're going to slowly start to lose our liberties, our civil liberties. And if we give that away, if we give our liberty away for, temporary safety, and that we're not going to have anything. There will be nothing left. I don't know that exact quote, but you get the gist of what I'm talking about. If you know Benjamin Franklin, then you can do it. I haven't been in school in 25 years, so it's kind of there. I understand the concept. But there's just a lot going on. There's a lot going on, and I want everybody to be able to move forward with certainty and optimism, and to know that everything will always be okay. Okay. This world is doing everything it can to keep you in a constant state of worry, in a constant state of doubt, in a constant state of fear. And those three things will just destroy a person. It'll destroy everything. Like it's be careful on social media. It's a poison. Facebook is a poison. The news is a poison. The media in general, the negative headlines, that people crave. It's a poison, man. It's very liberating for me to have unburdened myself from those things. I can pretty much guarantee you I'll never be on Facebook again. I mean, maybe I'll have like a business page or something at some point. Maybe I'll do an Instagram, but like, it's all a trap, dude. It's awesome to be able to connect with people, but I think that you really need to take a hard look at like how it actually makes you feel on a day-to-day basis, and what value is it actually bringing to your life. And really look at that, like I think a lot of people don't really like take the time to really think about like, fuck, every time I get on Facebook, I leave depressed and feeling like shit, or whatever the case may be. It just like I'm not good enough and everybody's life is better than mine and blah 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 blah. It's a very, very like keeping up with the Joneses type of dynamic of everybody trying to flaunt and to really, a lot of it's not even reality anyway. A lot of it's just bullshit, man. It's fucking a facade, dude. And a lot of it's a facade. I don't know. Just be careful, because it is, I do believe that it can be detrimental to your health. All right, guys, controller, I'm going to have another one. Don't judge me, please. It's my last one, though, because I don't have any more. And I'm not going to go to the store and get more, because for one, I've been drinking, and two, I'm a little lazy, and three, I've got 50 minutes till the next jank. So, yeah. And I want to give a little shameless plug. Well, not a shameless plug because it's not going to help me in any kind of way. A plug to my favorite alcoholic beverage, which is Voodoo Ranger, baby. Love that motherfucking Voodoo Ranger. That is the shit. It is awesome. It's an excellent value. It's delicious, and it is not nutritious, but it has, I don't know, most of them about 7 to 9% alcohol content, so pretty righteous. Oh, I don't want a DWI. Hell no. But yeah, this is nature's Xanax right here, right? So just kind of chilling out, because I don't do drugs. You know what I'm saying? That dope is for dopes. This beer is for dopes too, but that's no better. It's all the same, This will get you just like anything else will. But I don't drink liquor anymore. I was going to drink some liquor when I went to dinner with my dad tonight, but I did have a beer. I had a Dos Equis, and it was good. I had some shrimp chimichangas with some rice and some bean. No, I didn't have no beans. Had some rice and some sour cream and tomatoes and lettuce and stuff, and that was pretty good. My dad got some kind of like beef tip wrap or something, burrito. It was good, man. It was good. But yeah. So that was pretty awesome. Tomorrow's Friday, right? Tomorrow's Friday. But tonight's a big night, right? So it's 11/11. For all of you that have been here for tonight's broadcast. Talk about that. My advice to you, and I'm going to do this too, before you go to bed tonight, take 20 minutes and really meditate on the message of tonight's broadcast about 1111 energy and what that's going to mean for you in your life, and like what you can do to get in alignment with the reality that you wish to have in your life moving forward from this point. Sorry to ask her off. Okay, can you talk about my death current question? What can you repeat the question for me? Because I don't know what it was. Hell yeah, Orange Moon Sabat. It is my sincere pleasure. It's my sincere pleasure. And thank you for being here. And thank you for everybody for being here. Fuck, I mean, I haven't thanked all of you for being here. And thank you for being here. Okay. Oh, do I think that you have to be careful with the death current? Yes, I do. I definitely do. Like, yeah, you do. And like, so for me, like, the one spirit that I would work with that would kind of encompass and embody that death energy would be La Santa Muerte. And there are some people that can have difficulties with working with her. And there can be danger with working with her too. She can be a detrimental energy in certain individuals' lives. And while I don't really understand exactly, okay. I do understand. I do understand. Okay. So when you're working with that death current, and this is my perspective on it, okay? I am certainly not any, like, authority on this by any means, okay? I'm only going to tell you from my experience, okay? But, like, when you're working with that death current, you definitely have to be true to who you are in your living life, in your life. Because if you're not being true to yourself and true with your intentions, true to other people, the death current will actually work against you and not complement what you want to do and manifest. And so things need to be right and just. You need to be as right and just as you can possibly be too. True to yourself and true to others. Not ask for anything that would harm anyone unjustly. Because I don't think you should ever harm anybody unjustly. Like, I mean, I don't really think that you should harm anybody anyway, but like, certainly not unjustly. And like, a lot of that, like, in my opinion, death current is not going to help you to do anything like that if it is not just. I think that as a living mortal being, I have a certain respect for death and that current, and I feel that it is a symbiotic relationship, that the death current also has a respect for us as living beings. But if we are not respecting ourselves and we're not respecting others, that current is not going to respect you either, and it's not going to be something that's good for you. Yeah, that's a good point too, guys. Controller. I think it's always it's always a great idea, and this is something that I always like. This is something that I don't practice, but I preach, and that's stupid. I mean, I do, but I don't. I probably don't more than I do. I know how to do it the right way, but do I always do it? No, I don't. And I'm going to admit that to you, and it's wrong. I'm going to tell you now it's wrong. What approach should you take in any magical operation or ritual or anything major involving any spirit that you work with. First of all, there needs to come a level of respect. And that respect hinges greatly upon your presentation as an individual, as a person, as an energy. How much do you care? How much do you really care about yourself? If you don't care about yourself, the spirits know that. Are they going to be inclined to help you? Probably not. Because if you don't care about yourself, you're going to come to them and be presenting in an unclean way. You're not going to be groomed. You're not going to be cleansed. Your fingernails are going to be dirty. Your ears are going to be gunked up with shit. Manicure yourself. Floss your teeth, brush them, shower, take a salt bath. You want to bring forth your best self in that situation. You have to basically be inspecting what you expect, so you need to inspect yourself, because you're going, you basically, how you present yourself is what your expectation can be set from the spirit. If you went on a date with somebody, would you want them to show up disheveled and basically they don't really care about this and it's of no consequence to them at all? How would you think a spirit's going to react to you coming to them that way? They're going to think that you're not serious about anything, and they won't really care about helping you because you don't care about yourself. In the real world, people of means and that can do things for other people do not put their time and energy into those that don't care about themselves and aren't going to step up their plate and do what has to be done. The same applies to spirits, in my opinion. How much do you care? How important is it to you? How important is your health? How important is it that you're presenting yourself in the best way possible to everyone else in this world, including the spirits? Your attitude is everything. And really your outside presentation, what the world and the spirits see, is everything. It's not illusion, it's just respectful to be the best version of yourself and to present it in that way. So, that's what I have on that. Well, we got about 40 minutes until the premiere. I hope that all of you will be back for that, and that that you'll join me. I'll be here in the chat. So we've got about 40 minutes for that, and I just want to thank everybody for being here. Thank you all so freaking much. Thanks everybody for the super chats. I greatly appreciate that so much. That really, really helps me a great deal to be able to have the time to be here for you all and to be here with you all. And I just want to say thank you to everybody, sincerely. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for supporting, our other brothers that are in need right now of your support. We're just going to keep on moving forward, keep doing what we do. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Nina. Thank you, Dan. All the moderators. Appreciate you so much. I hope you... is DH on at that time? Fuck. I forgot about that. He's probably going to be upset with me a little. I hope not. Sorry, dude. All right, well, so there may not be many people here for the premiere, and that's okay. Definitely go check out DH's stream, because this is pre-recorded and it will always be here for your viewing enjoyment. So anyways, once again, thank you all. It was great to see you all here, and I'll be back again very soon. And if you need me, hit me up, jdtemple.info@gmail.com. I have all types of ritual services, consultations, shamanic energy healing, energy work at my website, jdtemple.info. Check it out. Hit me up. If I can do anything for you, please let me know. But yeah, thanks guys, girls, people. Love you all. Talk to you soon. I'm gonna have to figure out how to like stop this thing on the phone. I guess like this, right? See you guys. Love you. Bye.